of the horse.
Pepperoni, a 14-year-old quarter horse gelding, won't be ridden in a left-hand position and supposedly sees coyotes lurking everywhere when out on a ride. Riding through water is also an absolute no-go for little Peppy. Can Ariane help a Western rider too?
I think we found the key. Oats. With them, he can position himself, he can bend, he can go through water. He can do anything with them. And that was really good. He's never done this lap around the pond before. This was actually the very first time. I just laid out little piles of oats all over the ground so that he really went searching from one pile of oats to the next, maybe. Unfortunately, I didn't see it. How was it, Vicky?
Well, I just kept stopping him, honestly. Otherwise, he probably would have just kept trudging along.
Okay, so everything was relaxed.
Yeah.
Really great. I saw when she came around the corner here, he slammed on the brakes once, because I was standing back here. Well, and then the next few times, he knew I had this bowl of oats in my hand, and he marched right up to it happily. Really good. You guys did a good job.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm already regretting that Vicky's still asleep, because now I'm sitting on here, and without a Western saddle, it's actually quite narrow up here. But the Western saddle, as we saw yesterday, is bridging, and after unsaddling, the coat was completely dry exactly at the pressure points. That means there was so much pressure that the sweat glands couldn't produce anything at all. Everything around it was soaking wet. Yeah, and I really wanted to try out this physio pad here, and it's quite a bit different. And he also found it very strange when I was mounting that you kind of slide across it. And now I'm curious to see what he does. He doesn't even look like a Western horse anymore. I also took one of our bits because it's just a bit smaller. I'm hoping that it'll fit a little bit better. So, Peppy, let's see what we're doing here. So you sit quite differently on here now with this pad. It's very narrow, and I can't even reach him. Good boy. That's nice.
Peppy doesn't seem to mind the switch from the Western saddle to the physio pad at all for now.
Oh, that's really nice. So what I'm ultimately planning to do today is, of course, work a bit more on the positioning and bending. And forward he goes. And I'll just forget for a moment that he's a Western horse and do it normally, just like I always do. That's nice. Great. That's nice. So here he's getting a bit stiff. But he's coming around. Very good. He's even chewing here on the left hand. Come on. He should move out more here. Fine. Great. Up. Up. That's good. So great. Excellent. So what I'm really using here is the one-sided guide. That means I'm picking him up very lightly here. He's loosening the rein. Fine. All right, let's keep going with this. So we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side now. That's totally fine. And right here, come on, I really need just a little bit of help here with the inside spur, if you don't mind. Fine. That's good that he's moving out with the shoulder here. What I want is for him to come into a little bit more of a shoulder in, just a bit. Let's take our time and make sure we're doing this correctly. Up. Well done. Great. That's nice. Really great. Good job. So as you can see, here it's exactly the same as with the English horses. If he doesn't react to the inside leg, which as you can see, he's doing well here on the right side, then I just have to use it a bit more. Or sometimes I just need to motivate him once with the spur in the hope that he'll take the leg next time. It's important to remember that this process is very similar every time, and you just have to be patient and consistent. Sometimes it takes a little extra encouragement, but that's perfectly normal. So change of direction. Fine. Now he's not reacting. Now he's reacting. Fine. Yes, great. So, and what I do quite often is that I really let go of the outside rein so that they just soften to the inside first. Yes, fine. He should release the rein. You're doing great. Excellent. Good job. So, and what you can hear very clearly here, a little sound, especially when you position him to the left, would be something I'd mention to the owner. Super. Great, great. So the owner's statement is that when he lets himself fall to the left, he still leans quite heavily on the rein instead of carrying himself like he does on the right. And that's exactly what he did when I woke him up. So I'm making the change. First, gently. There, good boy. Look at that. Very studious. Now he's fallen asleep on me here. Come on. I really need to break the habit of clicking my tongue, because every time I click, he starts trotting. That's how he was trained. That's nice. Look, now you're allowed to. Aw, that's a really nice feeling on his back. Something completely different. Exactly. So, now he's doing it here. Yes, good boy. So you can really tell how unusual it is for him, or how new it feels to him, that there isn't this big restriction on him with the Westphalian. Right? And he also knows that certain positions hurt. I think he's slowly starting to realize that's not the case here at all. Right. Yes, stay here. Stay up a little bit. Yes. So look at that. You can move around, right? Oh, well done. Great. Yeah, and he first had to realize on the left side that there are good things there because he really stiffened up. Just standing there and doing something on the left, he immediately moved to the right. Now he already knows. When I do something here on the left, hello, 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 good boy. Look here, I'm just connecting it. I engage him on the left, he comes around, he gets a treat. So, here too. Well done. So, for me, it's important that the transition is easy, that he follows me here. Listen, listen. There, right? That he also brings his hindquarters out and bends here at the shoulder. There. So another thing is, of course, the bit that's in here now is obviously much thicker than his bit from Western riding. I can notice that here too. Good boy. Well, that's a good boy, you know. So it already feels quite different, very different. Though at a canter, I really just feel like I'm a passenger. Like he just chugs along, and as soon as you do anything, he slams on the brakes. I don't feel at all like I could really change his tempo at a canter without him immediately breaking gait. And that would be my wish, of course, because then I could also position and bend him if I can control the canter stride myself. There. Oh, good boy. Good. Look at that. Doesn't hurt at all, does it? That's a good boy. So I'm afraid that to really learn how to bring a Western horse down just one gait, like from a canter to a trot, for example, I'd probably have to go see Bernd Hackle and take a riding lesson there. He could definitely teach me that. It would be interesting too. You're doing great. Awesome. Super. So look at that. Great. Bring your hind end along. Now you're giving in here. Super. Well done. Okay. Good boy. That's it. So that was already much, much better. Yes. All right, let's trot. Well, it wasn't quite such a hard stop, but it was still a stop. So I'm just going to canter to the left as many times as it takes until he stops being so explosive on this side. So that cantering to the left becomes boring and routine. Well done. Super. Get soft on the inside here. Yes, look at that. Get soft on the inside here. Get soft on the inside here. Get soft on the inside here. All right, soften it up on the inside. I'll try a one-sided guide. Let's see what happens. There. So I'll push him a little bit more. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Uh-huh. So, and he also needs time to just try out what I want. And he's going to try everything. He'll pull against it. He'll try to lift his head up, to slow down. But he'll also try to give in. Up, up, up. Just keep going up. Boy, well done. So what I think is also really hard for him here, as I'm noticing, is the counterflexion. And I'm just going to make him a bit more flexible here in the front with inside flexion. Good. That's a good boy. And also the outside flexion. And then he just wants to keep going straight ahead. He won't let himself be pushed back by the outside leg at all, really. Now it's working well like that. And the other way. Oh, good. Super. Yeah. Counterflexion again. Yes, but keep going on the circle here, big guy. He's great like that. That's good. Super job. Great. Look at that. Very light. Give him some slack. Less. I have to help him a bit again. Now he's back again. So if he can't hold the inside flexion on the left hand for that long yet, then that's not a problem at all. Because for us, that's a really tough abdominal workout. And for him, it's also a really tough abdominal workout. And you can't just hold that for so long right off the bat. That's why you have to take a short break every now and then, and also allow him to fall out of it for a moment. Then you just simply start all over again. And 3 steps turn into 4 steps, 4 steps turn into 5 steps, and eventually the strength is there to hold this. But I'm already really pleasantly surprised by how he's taken to the pad. That wouldn't have been possible at all with the Western saddle. I'll also let him stand and wait. Now he's taken off. That's great. There. Good. Well done. Super. So nice. So, it's already beastly, huh? We're gonna go to the water again. I hope he doesn't make a fuss there, but just marches right in. I'm really happy with Peppy today. He did a great job. When I think back to the first time with a Western saddle cantering, I thought, oh my God, how can Western riders even sit in that? But I think it's really too long. And you really get all the movement from his hip, from his pelvis slammed under the saddle. And that's really difficult for him too, then. And painful as well. And he's already noticed that it's not like that with this saddle. Right. Come on. I'll get them all off you. Did you hear you have to hurry because horseflies are coming? Meaning don't stop in front of the water, okay? Yeah, that's a very simple theory. Just do what you're supposed to do. So come here, let's go in quickly. Yeah, go on in. Yeah, go on in. Yeah, good boy. You're doing great. Great. Come here. There's something nice for you too. Go on in. So stay there. Yeah, that's good for your legs. Look, you're getting a big treat for that too. Yeah, look, you're getting a big one for that. Super. Will you do that with your owner too? Yeah. Yeah, she's coming the day after tomorrow. That's when Peppy will be picked up, and I'm really curious to see what she says, because his figure has changed a lot. I really suspected that he was bloated, even had a bloated cecum. There were water deposits all over his shoulder, and it looks completely different. He doesn't have such a huge belly anymore. We already had to tighten the Western saddle by 1 hole yesterday, and the holes in these saddles are really so far apart. It's not like with English saddles, such small increments. So he's definitely lost a lot of girth. So it would be nice if you just trudged in like that, right? And forward. Let's keep going. No, we just have to do this every day. Oh, look at that. No, the first time he was still quite skeptical and pulled to the right, pulled to the left. Good boy. You have to go out there because here are really, yes, great. Well done. What do you say to us climbing up a hill like this? Would probably be quite good for you, right? Wow, great. Oh, he's already discovered the oats. I put him there yesterday. Yeah, we haven't been up here yet, have we? So come here, come on. That's incredible. Yes, fine. You're doing great. You're a good climber, aren't you? So be careful going down here. Watch out. Slow. Oh, you're doing well. Great. Super. Totally crazy feeling going downhill with them. With the big ones, it's completely different. They start racing. He really goes down in very small, hesitant steps. Good boy. Well done. Super. Yes, but we're going straight ahead, right? Super. Yeah, look, all the frogs are jumping in. Right. They're all jumping in front of your nose, aren't they? You're doing great, class.
There's a highway out of this town. And the stars light it up as they shine on down. She's driving off in this world alone. No, she ain't never going home. Today, we want to do some anti-spook training with Peppy, and I'm already very curious to see what he does. The owner said that he also gets a bit panicky.
I already worked with Peppy this morning on a straightness on the canter transitions. Vicky has already warmed him up a bit. Everything is working much better now. Well, and now we're armed with a few utensils, oat bowl included, of course, and the owner would really like to go for a ride. But that's a bit difficult because Peppy is supposed to get very panicky around vehicles or engine noises and things like that, and she's very unsure about it. And that's why we've already placed lawnmowers, tractors, everything on the cross trail. Also added some things that he doesn't know at all yet. And now I'm curious to see what he does. Yeah, whether he already associates all of that with treats and marches right up to it, or whether he just digs his heels in again, gets stubborn, and snorts first, and we have to convince him. So, Vicky, are you ready? So whether he knows a flag like this, I don't know. You just ride onto the arena. Okay, just like you've been doing the whole time. And I'll just stand here in the middle of the arena. And just roll out the flag. Plain and simple.
Okay.
But you focus on what you're doing. And maybe keep your legs positioned so that if he does something, you don't slide right off. So I think he knows this stuff because Western horses usually know flags and plastic and things like that. They always do a lot of desensitization training, but we don't know for sure. You can also come towards me, see if he'd be willing to come over. Hey, Peps. Right, the noise is a factor too. He might jump to the side. I see. The oat bowl. Right. It could be that if the noise comes from behind, he might take off. I'll just walk along a bit so this flutters behind him and he hears it in his peripheral vision. And I'm waving it now too. Super. Super. Good, Peppy. You can just come from the other side. Then he can go under the flag.
Come on.
So, and now he can eat something. If he lowers his head, he can go there. But it'll touch him, okay? Just so you know. Ah, like that.
The much talked about panic doesn't really want to set in with Peppy. The little gelding seems to feel completely at ease and isn't bothered by the flag, nor by the things that have been placed on the cross trail.
Oh, all you see is oats for now.
Then do the round the other way. That's always something different for him.
And then I'll come by the tractor and let him eat there.
Through the streamer lane.
And then over this tarp.
And in the streamer lane, there's also this yellow pipe. You go over that.
Okay. Everything seems fine so far. The question is how it'll be in a moment. Come on, Peppy, come on. Super. Yeah, super. Great, Peppy. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes, great. Good boy. Come on. Look at that. I can go for another round.
Here they come. Peppy is doing a really good job. Now I'm curious to see what he thinks of the engine noise. Also, the oat bowl is placed right by the exhaust. That means he'll feel the warm air on his chest and even on his legs. And that makes some pretty strange noises.
Yeah, now over like this. Now over like this. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Watch out, okay? Warm air is coming out there. Watch out. Yes. Oh, yes, definitely. Yes. Watch out. All good. Watch out. Back up. Go all the way forward. Yes, go all the way forward. That's oats. That's oats. It's all good. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's all still relatively unspectacular. I'm really happy, and Vicky is doing great. They're just going through the water. That was really a huge problem at the beginning, but now it's not a big deal at all anymore. She should come back again. Let's see if he walks right up to it now that he knows there are oats there. And the next step would simply be, we'll tackle that tomorrow, to actually drive this tractor.
Great. Come on. Yeah, we're turning left. Super. Come on, my boy. Come. Yes.
Did he go through the water like that?
Yeah.
So I'm coming with the flag, okay? Super. Good boy. Great. So, Vic,
Huh?
When you go around the pond in a bit, okay?
Yeah.
I'll walk through the woods here with the flag.
Huh.
Right. It's possible that if he sees me walking through there,
Good boy.
that he might do something then.
Huh.
Yeah, because he won't be expecting it.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm really winding my way along a little secret path here with the yellow flag. That means, first of all, you can hear the footsteps on the leaves, which are really crackling. Now, Peppy can't see anything. And if he does see something, it's really this yellow thing here in the woods. Yeah, and if he doesn't get spooked by that, then I really don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. Also, trot past the tractor. If he does that well, turn around, let him eat, and call it a day.
Okay.
It's really always a thing with Vicky and words. Somehow she always does exactly what she's not supposed to do. I said, one more time, pass the tractor, turn around, let him eat, call it a day. What's she doing? She's cantering. She's slamming on the brakes by the tractor, letting him eat, and you'll see what happens now. Is he steering himself already?
Yes.
That's how we want it. Anything that's scary, he should just walk right up to it because he suspects there's something really tasty near those scary things. And you can always have treats with you, and you really should always have them to be able to reward exactly these kinds of situations out in the field with something tasty. Because for him, it's been absolutely worth its weight in gold that he's really dared to approach everything, and so quickly too. Simply because he knows there's something good there. Why shouldn't we take advantage of that? And the tension here is just crazy. Even here on the neck, this thick knot, it's getting much smaller and it's really soft now. When he first arrived, there was a real big fat lump here. It's still thick here, but it's very soft. It used to be really thick and fat and hard. Super, very well done, you two.
Thank you.
And I bet he'll find the way. The steering isn't even... He knows exactly that the oat bowl is on the riding arena where I was with the flag. Don't run me over. Oh boy. Good. Okay.
You did that so well. Here's a little something. Well, I don't know if you're really a hothead. Great. Whoa. Wow. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, Peppy just got a shower. Why shouldn't I jump in the pool? Well, it's mainly because I think I'm actually pretty sweaty right now. Honestly, that was quite exhausting. I just need a moment to catch my breath before I even consider getting in.
Today we're starting our last day of training with Peppy, and we've planned to really focus on engine noises. It's already there. So I'm going to hop on the tractor in a moment. Vicky will be riding in the arena in the meantime, and then we'll see how Peppy behaves. When I drive past him with a bit of distance, and he also comes towards me. If all that goes well, we'll head out onto the cross trail together and just see how far we get. And then I'm excited to see what all we can show the owner tomorrow.
Peppy, can you do it? Take your time, buddy. All good? Good boy. You're doing great. Yeah, super job. Good boy. That's it. Great work. Yeah, fantastic effort. Yeah, super. You're doing awesome. Yeah, there you go. Just like that, Peppy. Good boy.
Nothing seems to bother Peppy anymore. It's hard to believe that this sweet little gelding came here because of panic behavior. He's probably just thinking about his next pile of oats by now.
Good boy. That's it. Just like that. Great job. Come on, you can do it. Take your time. Careful now. I'm right here, and I'm ready for anything that comes our way. Yeah, you heard me. I'm totally ready for anything, no matter what happens. Let's go, buddy. I'm with you all the way. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, and here we go again. Super!
Little Giovanni is now becoming the target of the hunt for Big Peppy.
Come on, Peppy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and sincere pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today. As we gather together in this remarkable setting, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for your presence. Your participation means so much, and it is truly wonderful to see so many familiar faces, as well as new friends joining us for this special occasion. Whether you have traveled from near or far, your commitment to being here is deeply appreciated. We are about to embark on an unforgettable experience together, and I am genuinely excited to share this moment with all of you. Thank you for being here, and let us look forward to a memorable and inspiring event ahead. Boy. Very good. Super. Great. Super! Very good! Good, good, good! Great! Alright, sounds good! Excellent! Let's keep going! Come on! Super! Good boy! Perfect!
Only a quarter horse could be this cool.
Off! Okay, good! Come on, let's wait. Whoa! Hey, we'll catch up to them. Come on. We'll definitely catch up to them soon. Let's go. Come on. Super.
What else is there to say, really?
Super! Super! Good! Okay, come on. Come on, let's go in now. Come on, let's go.
I am absolutely thrilled with Peppy. Such a cool character. I would love to keep him here as a co-trainer. He would probably help me lead all the horses through the water here. And also do some confidence training. Really great. And I'm excited to see what the owner says tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all, because there was a completely different description of Peppy, so to speak. And yeah, I couldn't really find any of that here at all. And Vicky is riding him through the wire a bit more now. Yeah, and then we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Great. Well, that's really good. Excellent. Excellent. Come on, Ava. Oh, watch out. Super. Good. Super. You're doing great. Good. Excellent. Super.
Of course. Yeah, after mountain, left side, here you go. You can just take it easy, no need to stress.
Yeah, that for sure. What do you think about him sometimes twisting out in the back? Do you think that
Is still there? Or
changed?
No, something like that doesn't really.
Change?
No, it'll keep getting a little bit worse, and eventually it'll turn into actual bone spavin.
Yeah.
Right? And then he might go lame for a while when it ossifies.
Is it?
And then it depends on how long that ossification process takes. Right? Then at some point, that process is finished. And then they just have that initial stiffness until they're warmed up and the joint fluid is distributed. Then you can work them normally. They just won't step under as much anymore, and they won't have as much reach in their stride.
Yeah. He looks so slim. He's so
Awesome, right?
He's so handsome. I mean,
I was thinking, oh, I hope people notice.
but it's really great. I mean, that belly really bothered me. I always thought it looked so unsightly,
What I always do now at the walk is I see it a bit like senior gymnastics.
Easy.
I loosen the pole a bit, then I move one vertebra further, then another one, and another one. So,
Exactly.
right? And that's what I basically build up at the walk first. He doesn't have much trouble breathing at the walk. So, he just learns that the left rein means he should soften to the left, and I've got him now. He's doing great. Right? And I really gave him a treat at first.
Yeah.
Right? I really took him on the left while standing. He reacted immediately, and he got a treat.
Okay, yeah.
He didn't have that dead moment with the left rein anymore. I remember on the first day, you take a light feel on the left, and there was nothing. He just went straight.
And
Now what?
yeah, exactly.
And now it was, right? I take the left rein,
Yeah.
and he follows it around.
Fantastic. It already looks great.
Good. Where I had my difficulties, but that's just. On my part, I already said, man, I should go to Bern Hackle or someone for Western lessons. Is transitioning from canter just down to trot. And not to a halt or a walk.
That's the problem. I mean, he was...
Differently.
No.
What?
What? Really?
No.
That's cool, though. I mean, I've practiced a lot with him. He was actually trained with that whole weird reining thing.
Yeah.
And there, it's really canter to halt.
Yeah. Very nice. Perfectly so.
Really nice.
So that's left lead canter.
Yeah.
And now when she starts like that, he starts grabbing.
Yeah.
You can push through it, but you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, I know that grunting, too. Sometimes it's a really loud popping sound.
And now he's already breathing heavily, and you can see when he's moving. Then he slowly recovers, and you can also see a small heave line
Where's the heave line?
in the back. You can also see it when you stand him up after riding. Then he pulls incredibly hard with his abdominal muscles to inhale, and back there on the flank, towards Vicky's lower leg, that's where you see
Yeah.
how he really has to use his abs to pull the air in.
You can actually see him now. Those abdominal muscles, you couldn't see him at all before.
Yeah, like I said, I'd use him as a co-trainer on a heart day. He can take all the stressed horses along as a lead horse. So, and when you ride him now, I wouldn't do that fast movement.
Yeah.
Because if you imagine you'd like to get my arm down now to stretch the biceps, and he keep going snap, 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 snaps, then it actually just tenses up even more. If I say it slowly, will you follow me? I'll wait. Then the whole thing is such that he has a chance to keep up too. And also to get the feedback that when I do it, the hand goes forward and I get praised.
Yeah.
With that fast stuff, they can really only brace themselves. So that it doesn't always jar into the small joints as well, giving you a smoother, more comfortable movement overall.
Yeah, I'm curious. First time using a physio pad, I think.
Yeah.
How does it feel based on your first impression?
Actually, like riding bareback. A bit like riding bareback, but you're nicely close to the belly with your legs, right?
Wow.
And yet, you're held, so nicely supported.
You want to stay here with your people?
We probably couldn't continue riding them in a true Western style now.
Now let's go in between here. Now I have to... I don't know how Vicky managed to get him so nicely rounded to the left. With more lag then?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So you basically imagine when you're riding to the left, I'm punching you really hard in your left waist and not letting the blows through.
Yes, huh?
And we also move forward a bit on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So, we take him up slightly on the left. And if he doesn't follow, we increase the left pull a bit and wait until he gives. He looked very well positioned to the left just now, though.
Wow. But then when I let up, somehow, then he
goes right back, because I'd do that too if I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, so it really is that dramatic for him, even at a walk.
But you can hold it longer and also yield. If you really push him out in the ribs with your leg and waist in a dressage way, then he'll hold it without you pulling, but only for 3 or 4 beats.
Yeah.
And then he starts growing.
Yeah, I think I really have to ease into it slowly, right?
Yeah, it's also something completely different with the saddle.
Yeah, the saddle. I don't know when I'm given enough. Look, he then flexes.
Yeah, it's quite simple, because you should only give as much as you want him to come back.
What?
If you let the left rein go slack, he'll snap right back. Because, well, we'd say, why should he stay in that position if you don't tell him to?
Yeah.
As soon as you give the rein, he's allowed to go back. At least that's how we see it.
Yeah.
So, and if I want him to stay there now, I'd keep up slow movements with the hand. Now, not that quick stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So now I'd say, no, that was a communication error. Exactly.
Wow. Exactly. And now he's really resisting, right? Like that.
So, and in this position, I'll turn my hand in very slightly, but slowly, and don't turn it all the way back out. If you want him to stay in an inside flexion, you'd have to keep telling him that a little bit the whole time.
Yeah.
And the inside isn't taken up right now. That means you really have to show him the way there. Show him the way where he's supposed to go.
So I have to, also hold against him a bit on the outside?
No, for now you just keep it loose on the outside, and now really take him on the inside. Really take him on the inside.
It's a bit shorter, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And now, act as if you had handlebars in your hand and you want to take a right turn with your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now turn your right hand in a bit more. A bit more. Like that.
Wow.
So, and this aid, you can incorporate it into any hand position, even a high hand or a low hand. But now, via your internal telephone line, you're no longer giving a command to the right corner of his mouth. That's why he's going back. That means if you slowly turn your hand in again or take up the rein a bit more, exactly, he has the chance to go down too. So, and then you really take a moment for, and on this side, he's a bit harder to animate. That means you take him up, shorten the inside rein a bit. So take him up so there's a bit of tension. And with that tension, I massage a bit, but without the rein going slack, because he has to yield. The rein goes slack when he flexes, honestly. If it takes too long for me, I increase the tension so that he has to yield faster. So, exactly. There you go. Great.
Oh, and then don't let go too much.
And then don't let go too much, because then he'll fall onto the bidet.
Yeah.
And those are the moments where they eventually start to brace from the pole.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Because otherwise, just fall forward into nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if the inside flexion is difficult, then always check what happens if I let the outside rein go slack. Yeah, he's doing well, isn't he? There.
Yeah, it's also feels better to have a little something in your hand, right?
Right, and it's just like this. If you take him up now and he doesn't react, then you have to make it a bit uncomfortable for him so that he has to react. Otherwise, he learns, I can just stay stiff and be stubborn. Eventually, she'll stop anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah, good boy. Check the outside hand. Aha. It could also be that he's escaping you there because maybe your outside leg isn't catching him. I can't see that from this side. You're also doing this turn on the haunches, and for that, you'll also bring your outside leg in to get him into that turn. Try using that aid to ride him on the circle here.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, it's also starting to feel different to sit, right?
Yeah, right. And he needs your inner core stability so that you drive him out with your inside, but also catch him again with the outside. Catch him.
What I'm still doing is I give the rein back too much.
And just always check. If the inside flexion is hard, maybe the outside rein is too tight. There he is again. So, and it's always important not to get hung up on the inside rein, but you can keep him in your hand and also stay in contact the whole time. But massage very lightly, like breathing with the inside hand, for example. Yeah, that looks really good. It's obviously a huge adjustment now on the physio pad, and also a completely different way of handling the reins. Of course, the point is to turn a Western rider into an English rider, but here it's about what aids Peppy understands and how to get that left flexion. More exhausting?
Yes and no. Well, yeah, because you kind of let yourself slouch in that Western saddle. And then later, I also had the feeling that I was doing everything wrong anyway. And I just didn't feel comfortable with the riding style at all.
Okay, it didn't come across that way at all when you were riding earlier. No, it looked totally confident. And I just noticed with him that he's basically dead on the left rein.
Yeah.
And that's also, of course, he has a lot of issues. I thought it was already really good that he's even going along in this direction. Then I thought, man, how do I get this across? Because I don't even know. Is it like that in Western riding, that you always give the cues? Is it not like that? I can hardly retrain a Western rider. I just figured out which aids you can use with him before his handicap might actually hold him back there.
Yeah, I can see already from his head, the neck is going straight up.
Yeah.
It really went over to the right a bit before, right? But for me, it's important that the horse feels comfortable, that we find a way for him to be happy and that he enjoys being ridden like that. I can tell.
Well, then I guess I'd just say, it seems like you've actually never done this particular loop before, right?
No.
So that means you can actually go down here to the left and can ride all the way around and end up back here in front.
Okay.
Here by the riding arena.
Come here. Are you doing it? Come here. Yeah, look who's coming.
I'll do it in the middle with them now.
Yeah. He's doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. You didn't do that with water before. Whoa, I'm a bit surprised myself. So I notice he's totally stuck to you guys. You.
But he also lets himself be trotted past it.
Yeah.
I intentionally pulled away now so he doesn't cling so much.
I'll try it again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. not easy. He's become a little circus horse.
Yeah?
That's really crazy. I'm finding it bang.
Yeah, those two are doing great. I think they won't want to get out of the water anymore. That's really top-notch. Tractor training too, much to the owner's surprise. Really, really great. Now we'll turn around. That means he's no longer following, but Vicky is driving behind Peppy. That's always a situation that, in traffic, really a stressful situation for many horses and riders, and yet he stays completely cool. She'll notice that.
If he dares to go near something, right, then he'd tense up like this and maybe look over.
Yeah.
But he's totally relaxed.
So is it a new site?
It's a new horse.
Yeah, great, super.
Amazing. I really didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. Oh, man. Oh, horse.
I just think he's great.
Yeah.
I can just say that. I said it too. Well, I'd take him in a heartbeat. I'd need one like him as a co-trainer. That is really...
Okay.
Right? He's more refined, right? Come on. Yeah, I think everyone's happy. Me for sure. Vicky too, I think. And you too, I think.
Me too.
Now, nothing stands in the way of trail rides, I think. And if anything happens, well, we had that with the water. You'll see that too. We really took longer there. He did the backing up that you described when you do something. In those situations, I don't apply any pressure, but I just sit it out.
Wow.
And when he went backwards in that situation, I wanted to practice positioning to the left anyway. I just brought him around so he couldn't go backwards at all. And then I said again, only forward is the way.
Wow.
I just sat that out for quite a while. So, and then we basically did everything. Well, I walked through the forest here with a huge yellow flag just to get those scary moments so that, no one suspects anything there.
Yeah.
Or that the bright yellow lawnmower tractors suddenly drove here in the bushes. But it was all no longer an issue. And I just think that the pain threshold was very high before. A, because of the saddle. B, because of this gassy cecum, which I strongly suspect now because he really lost a lot of girth. And that really all the tensions here are slowly really disappearing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think when pain is no longer there, then fundamentally one is always much more relaxed.
Much more relaxed towards external things. Yeah, exactly.
So I can give him back with a clear conscience.
Totally. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, well, I'm really happy. Well, I really didn't expect that.
Well, I'm really thrilled with Peppy, that he did so well here now. I wouldn't have thought. I'd love to keep him here and have him myself as my horse because he is so relaxed.
Well, I just have to say, I'm incredibly grateful to Ariane and her whole team here, to her husband and to her daughter. You've really done a great job with this little horse who was skittish before and, well, also had painful problem areas. And I've just seen it. He's really totally relaxed when being ridden, and he's a completely different little horse. He's become a completely different horse who's very relaxed. I think we're going to have a lot of fun together.